Yeah, so we were gonna do the Karen Reed stuff, y'all, but we actually switched the whole live up, switched the topic up. We're gonna keep running on this Wade Wilson drama that's partaking right now. Ronnie, you know more about the Karen Reed case than me, and I wanted you and DBS to cover that, so that's why we switched this up.
Yes, indeed. We're gonna be breaking that down in the near future. Everybody, stay tuned. Shout out to the whole chat. You know where it's at. YouTube Streets Podcast. We back. New Age plug. Ronnie Blue Eyes. Let's go.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Everybody in the building. Mic check 1 2. No intro. We coming straight in this thing hot. Yo, first of all, a lot of these Wade Wise, bro, this new group, I don't know. They're more delusional than the last group.
They different, bro. They different.
They different. What's it? Angie, her name's Angie, the leader or whatever. I want to tell you something, Angie. I know that you're getting a lot of money now, but you didn't get more money than the ones before you. They were,
Mm.
they were scamming and jamming.
Yeah, facts, facts.
Hey, and Jumpsuit brought up a good point on that when he came up on the panel the other night. He said we're about to see where that money got them on February 5th on this appeal process with Ufferman.
Yeah. And once this documentary drops, I think on the 20th, if I'm not mistaken, we're gonna see what's what, who's who, and what's what. You know what I mean about this whole shit.
Oh my gosh. And yeah, so this post right here, let's get to this topic first, and then we're gonna play yeah, fuck all the blue hearts. Salute to I only drink my Kool-Aid. Salute to Mallory, salute to the whole chat, Snowplow, Carolyn Cooper. I see everybody in the building. Um, so let's start with this post. So Melissa, we all know Melissa was friends with Diane. Now
Yep.
I know there was drama with Melissa and Steve, but I think we're all past that now, and we're not going to bring any of that crap up. I think they're even
Right.
past it. Uh, now it did. Now you know there's still some animosity, obviously, because Paramount. I want to. This honestly should have been the title and thumbnail. This is where I dropped the ball on this, Ronnie, because I got word today, and I'm gonna go grab her message. I think I'm allowed to. I'm gonna show her message that she sent me,
Okay.
Melissa, because she basically said that Paramount did not give a shit about any of the victims, bro. They
Damn.
didn't. The victims' family. They didn't. They didn't reach out and try to
Right.
get them on or anything. And you know, whew,
It's crazy
that's
because it
crazy.
reminds me. Yeah, it reminds me of kind of what we see on YouTube, right? We've seen a lot of people cover, in the whole way world and stuff like that. We've seen people cover it with absolutely no regards or respect for the family or anything like that. So it's kind of like they just following suit, and it's like it's disgusting, but I'm not shocked. Like at the same time, I'm not surprised because it's the same shit that's been going on for years. You know what I mean?
It's the same exactly. It's the same thing that's been going on. Melissa has a good point with the Lexus thing, and we brought it up. Jumpsuit Pablo brought it up. Everyone's
Hmm.
bringing it up. It's something very important that she's not telling the truth on this. We showed the facts. Go
Right.
back and listen to the last couple lives. I think the last yeah the no, the second live that we've done since started doing the weight stuff again this year. We're on
Yep.
our fourth live, but there's a live in there that we do show the receipts where
Yep.
so because Zav Girl paid for this shit. Zav Girl showed the messaging after the
Yeah,
trial.
she's just trying to
It's
switch up the story to fit her narrative and make it convenient for her timing. But anybody who's been paying attention and riding with the YouTube streets or watching Jumpsuit or phone calls from prison, they know what time it is. You know what I mean?
yeah, for sure. Yeah, salute to everybody in the building. I see everybody in the chat. Stevie 25 Pebbles, Vegas profile stories in the chat. Salute, man. Salute. Uh, Ma-
VPS.
Mallory. Now, Vegas, there is a challenge going out around right now. Flame Strider put the 50 push-up challenge for all prison YouTubers. Will you compete? Alan Holman has already said those weren't real push-ups, but I don't know, man. I think it's a healthy challenge for all the prison YouTubers to do some push-ups.
Yeah, man, I do push-ups every day. It's like a few years ago on Facebook, we did that. We were it was for a cause. I forget exactly what cause it was, but remember they were doing like them bucket challenges, the ice water with the ACL and all that. They was making money for the different
Yeah.
nonprofits and stuff like that. We were doing the push-up challenges and but I do push-ups anyway, so I partaked in it. I just did it just because like for GP, I'm gonna do it anyway. So for general purpose, I might as well put it towards a purpose. But I try to do at least 300 a day. You know what I mean?
Dang, Ronnie, getting it in, bro. I
Yep.
remember the ice bucket challenge. That was it wasn't nothing. But when they started doing those egg cart challenges and the hood Olympics, that
Right.
wasn't healthy, man.
No, no, no,
People
that
were getting
wasn't
hurt.
good. But them ice buckets had that made a lot of money.
Yeah, I get the cause. I get it. That's
Yeah.
that's what's up. Okay, so back to this, Melissa. Yeah, so we got. I'm gonna pull this message up too because she breaks it down. She basically says, and let's read her post first. So please share to boycott the Wade Wilson documentary that is coming out this month in memory of my friend Diane and her sons that have had to see this monster everywhere online consistently. I did not use his face because I don't want to give him one more bit of attention or people complimenting how hot he is. And I really don't want his face on my page. P.S. Be careful what you believe watching this. And the only one I see what you believe. Wait a minute. And the only one I see telling the truth on there is so far is the actual real ex-girlfriend and the victim Mila, who almost lost her life that day. Not this attention hoe who can't even. And she's talking about Alexis. Not this attention hoe who can't even keep her story straight and even and never even met the dude in person. Because listen, she's got a point right there. Fucking Alexis was going around saying that she seen or met Wade
Yeah.
before at the Buddha.
Yeah, which was a cat. We ended up figuring that was all bullshit. You know what I mean? If you notice, you notice.
And the Buddha is tore down now. It got tore down in 2025. It's not there no more.
Yep.
Okay, so not this attention hoe who can't even keep her story straight and never even met this dude in person. Oh, wait, I forgot. She changed her story a couple times and she met him at a bar. See, there we go. Bar once or something. I have a secondhand I have a secondhand embarrassment from watching her, and shame on her for talking about Diane's son, and they didn't even know about this. Stop using her kids for attention, Allie. She,
Woo. Yo,
yeah,
she
yeah,
said I got secondhand embarrassment. Yo, that's crazy, bro.
that is crazy. That is crazy that
That
she
shit
said
hit
that.
different. You ever this shit so awkward. You feel weird for them.
All right, we're gonna read her message she sent. Right. Hi, I talked to Brandon about it yesterday, and it's disgusting. Paramount didn't even contact them at all. This is why they hate going on the internet because they literally can't get away from it. And Allie is lying her ass off. She's been caught in so many lies, and I want to punch her straight in the face for mentioning Zane and saying she stopped wanting to talk to Wade after she saw Zane testify. And Melissa is 100% right. You can say what you want about Melissa, but she's never lied about having contact with them. She's always had contact with the victims. She
Right.
showed people that a picture with Diane. And some people like you're not really was really friends. It doesn't matter that she's still in contact with them and she's speaking facts right here, y'all. This lady Allie is a straight liar, and now she's
Allie
putting
with
out,
the lie.
bro. She's putting out little subtle threats and shit on her TikTok now. I'm not even gonna cover her
Oh,
like
she
that.
dropping
She's not
subs.
even.
She dropping subliminals and shit.
Yeah,
That's
she thinks she got
crazy.
a new man now. She's like,
Come
I don't know
on
what the
now.
fuck going on over there. But mentioning Zayn and saying that she stopped wanting to talk to Wade after she saw Zayn testify, when the truth came out, when the phone calls came out, she did not stop talking to him. She makes me so sick. She also is the one that says, shame on me for not going to Diane's trial because my son died that day. Interesting. See, I didn't know about that, Ronnie. So Allie actually talked shit to Melissa about not going to the trial.
Oh shit. Yeah,
It's
that's crazy.
an RP to Melissa's son, right? They tried to.
Right.
I remember people were even saying crazy stuff about doing her dirty like that, assuming stuff, and that's messed up.
Yeah, that's not cool.
RIP. She also the one that said, Shame on me for not going to Diane's trial because my son died that day. She would have gone no matter what to be there for her friend's kids, which is the last thing Diane, Brandon, or Zane would ever want me to do."
Which is a complete contradiction talking about doing something for kids. If this person lost a kid that day, what else you expect them to do? Like that's a horrible tragedy. Like they're grieving, they're going through it. The worst thing you could imagine. Like that's just crazy.
Wait a minute. Why did Barn don't salute the barn dog? I don't know why somebody timed him out. Maybe it was an accident. I don't know, but don't time him out, y'all. Pebble salute Lisa, Carolyn Cooper, Kim C. Corrupt Cartel is in the building. drop the link. He could come up if he wants. Anybody could come up. Wade Wilson is the topic though. We're gonna stick to the topic tonight. Um, Hey, honestly, I really want Allie to come up. Like, talk your shit. You got a documentary coming on the 20th.
Yeah,
You've been caught in the lie. How are you going to respond to this? You're going to continue your like now you can't wait to get your popcorn, sit your ass down, put on Paramount Plus on the 20th and watch yourself lie in 4K. You get the fuck
yeah,
out of here.
that's
There's no way.
crazy.
There's no way. I know somebody's cool with her in this that's watching this live. Go
Right.
get her ass. She needs to be on the congregation right now. Like straight up. Somebody pin this at the top. One of the mods pin this in. I don't think y'all can do that. I don't know.
Yo, no lie, she be lying about lying. Like that's crazy work. Crazy work.
She might. So I already know her angle. I already know what angle she's gonna try to come with now. You know, right? This is what she's gonna say, Ronnie. She's probably gonna be like, subconsciously, I felt like I was done with him then, but emotionally, I wasn't. I was still attached to him, and I couldn't get
Oh
away.
shit! Don't give her no ideas, dog.
Well,
She gonna,
she can't come with it now. We already
she
said
gonna,
it.
yeah, she gonna
She
pop up
can't.
with that excuse. She's taking notes right now. Like, damn, that was good. Hold on, let me write that shit down.
Exactly. Exactly. Fuck exactly. Oh my
Fuck out of
gosh.
here.
Yeah, because honestly, we seen the trailer and we seen the little. I don't know how long it was. I don't know if we still have it dialed up too. Let me look. Yeah, we still have it dialed up. Let's play it one more time to get a refresher, and then I'm gonna play this Jumpsuit Pablo audio that he dropped. Let's do this.
Yeah.
A lot of ladies think he's attractive.
Very nice, very well spoken.
This is what I do with women, you know? I use my charm, use my good looks.
I fell very much in love with Wade.
He's the ultimate bad boy.
I almost thought I could fix him.
I guess you know what comes across my mind. Murder. Just murder, murder.
I stand here today to announce the indictment of Wade Wilson for the murders of Christine Melton and Diane Ruiz.
I choked her out so she couldn't breathe anymore. I was on a rampage at this point.
Losing control.
I'm gonna be honest with you, son. Everybody in the state thinks you're a monster.
While locked up, this is when Wade began getting his face tattooed.
This case exploded on social media.
Wade Wilson.
The Deadpool killer. This went worldwide.
Bang, bang, got looks that kill.
Women were absolutely enthralled with him.
He was building a cult following.
Hey, Kristen. Hello. Hey, Prissy, what's up, baby? I love you so much.
There's fans who have never met this man showing up for this trial.
I can't wait to get out. We're gonna have sex for hours.
To advocate for someone because you think he's handsome.
Even though he committed brutal and awful murders.
I started getting death threats because I had testified against him.
I was gonna get married to Wade before the trial.
I'm Zane Romero. I'm Diane Ruiz's youngest child.
The moment that I realized that I was done was during Zane's testimony.
I almost killed myself because I couldn't bear the idea of turning 15 without my mom.
He's still pulling the strings from a jail cell. He's got an army of wives. That's all he's ever wanted.
There's nobody behind those dark serial killer eyes.
A rage overcomes me. Just kill, kill, kill. When I get that way, I become the devil.
Yeah, I'm under your spell.
That's crazy. One said they fell in love with him. The other one's talking about, I can't wait till he gets out. We're going to have sex for hours. The other one's crazy. And it's crazy because they did use some AI because that video of the girl kissing him is obviously AI, right?
Yeah, they're using AI for images, but
Right.
so they basically, I think it's Bia T and phone calls from prison too. That's the main source. But Bia T released it with the enhanced audio.
Yeah.
I have it downloaded, but StreamYard didn't let me upload it because it was too big. But basically, yeah, some of the stuff he says in there, I couldn't catch the kill, kill, kill.
Right.
But and then that one where he sounds like he's in New York, but the other stuff definitely is in there. So they're definitely right. Jumpsuit Pablo was correct when he came up. But yeah, you're right too. They're using the imagery. They're taking the swastika off his face. Obviously, I mean, AI does that normally. AI, if you put his face in, most of the time it'll take the swastika right off. But I want to talk about the number 31 because he puts the number 31 is on multiple things on his body, right? The 31, I think when we had actually, I forgot to send a link to Pino too. I'm gonna send a link to Pino because he could break this down better. But I believe it's part of the Bloods, bro. So it's and it kind of goes along with like all the shit that Wade, because Wade was Unforgiven. At one point, the Unforgiven doesn't claim him no more. Multiple Unforgiven members have came out. They said they do not fuck with Wade Wilson after this last crime, but he was in prison before, and he was rolling with the Unforgiven. He had the swastika on the back of his head.
Yeah, I was gonna say that could be a state thing because it varies from state to state. But I think the overall meaning, like politics aside and gang banging aside, it's usually like a divine sport of spirituality and like creativity and new beginnings, like 31 and stuff. But I do believe in the state of Florida it could potentially mean something completely different, especially inside the system or in the streets. You know what I mean?
And we got Vegas profile stories up here. I'm gonna ask him a question out the gate because he's really informed with all the biker stuff, and I know he's covered some Florida stuff, mostly West Coast. But what do you know about the Outlaws and the Unforgiven and their relationship when it comes to the prison system?
From what I understand, it's pretty good. It's not too bad at all. The Outlaws do run a tight ship when it comes to like the white movement and stuff. So, they're gonna get along just fine in the prison system with whatever skin group is running that state or that compound or whatever. Even in Florida, West Coast, doesn't matter. It's the same thing. Unforgiven came from Nevada, and they opened up started running Florida. So they are a West Coast skin tip running the white population, or attempting to run the white population in the Florida prison system.
When you were in the Nevada system or any system, you're Nevada. Yeah. So did you run across Unforgiven members?
Yeah. Like I said, they started out. So the A-dubs, they spread us all around like Utah, New Mexico, Arizona, trying to break up our stronghold that we had on the white population.
When in reality, it's only going to strengthen it because then you can recruit in different states.
Right. And that's how you get Troy Kell in Utah. That's how you get certain members going to New Mexico and starting up there. Now, while we were all away, the Unforgiven had started their tip, right? Because we don't allow recruiting from any other tips or groups, right? So Unforgiven, when we get back, the Unforgiven are there. But we like the guys. Now, they weren't allowed to recruit any longer, but they ran the yard, sat with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were still welcomed to function with us.
Right.
And one of the founding members of Unforgiven ends up going to Florida, ends up getting like life. And he just rolls Unforgiven out in Florida, and they have slowly but surely, what it takes is, it takes a couple of dudes doing life that are like, yeah, I'm not going to sit here and watch this shit anymore.
Right.
And they start sticking fools.
Yep, they get fed up and start standing up for their shit. And they grew exponentially. And I'm sure we've heard mixed results and opinions when it comes to Unforgiven up here on the YouTube streets in Florida. But I'm sure where it originally had started from in the West Coast and Nevada, I'm sure they were a lot more structured and organized up there over there in the West Coast.
Yeah, they were pretty good. They were pretty embedded when the A-dubs were all brought back to the Nevada yards. And don't get it twisted. It's not like every A-dub was taken off the yards. You know, I was coming in as that was all going down, and they wouldn't let us put any A-dub ink on ourselves so that we would be the sleepers left behind. Right. And then once all the A-dubs showed back up, it was like, all right, put ink on it, and they did that just so that we couldn't be validated. I didn't get validated until after the A-dubs came back. I got my ink, and then all of a sudden it was like I couldn't fight it when the gang task force comes and the goon squad, and they're like, well, you got A-dub tattoos, fool.
Yeah, it's already established that you're validated,
right. So then I had to take the validation. After that, it was like, okay, well, I'll just do my level 4 time like I have been, and I prefer it anyway. There's less drama in level 4 than people think.
Yeah,
It's just
especially if they
more
got a no
serious.
hands policy, people ain't gonna bicker over little shit, stupid shit, you know.
Exactly. Your beefs mean something in level 4, as to
Exactly.
where everybody wants to just pop off in these lower levels. Up in the big yards, it's like, nah, man. Are you willing to die over
If
this?
you ain't
Because
willing
you
to go
better
all the
be.
way, leave it alone. Right.
Yeah, exactly. If you ain't willing to kill or die over it, shut the fuck up.
No,
All you're
that's
bringing
it.
me is problems, no solutions.
Exactly.
Can you see the appeal for an organization like Unforgiven to recruit somebody like a Wade Wilson? And because he joined Unforgiven in his previous bids.
Okay, so before Wade Wilson went off and did what he did, and what he did is deemed, non-viable for a skin tip, right?
Right.
But before that, he still had that killer in him.
Right.
You don't just wake up one day and decide you're going to be that guy. You're that guy or you're not.
Right.
So yeah.
So before it was aimed at women, basically.
Before he started choosing victims that are deemed no good to choose.
Right.
I mean, yeah. I mean, who doesn't want a killer on the team? Everybody in the A-dubs is willing to go there.
And plus, numbers is a thing, you know what I mean? So.
And Unforgiven, they took a lot because they were on the yards with us, right? They were on the yards with us. They watched how we structured that. They watched all the literature that we had to learn and read. They watched our get down. They watched how we reacted to certain situations, all of that, right? The heart. Because sure, we got into it with the Southsiders and Muggsy and Lil Dog and Lil Demon died, right? But look at the heart that they showed in that fight.
Right.
With 3-1 odds on a yard. They rushed them.
Picking up the program.
Right. Lil Dog rushed all the way across into a wall of knives. Right? I couldn't be prouder, and I hated that guy. I would have caught a 20-year sentence if I ever saw him.
Right.
Because
but you still willing to show that respect where it's due.
What he did in his death was so powerful.
Right.
I have no other option but to respect it and love it.
Respect.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Okay, so Wade Wilson's father, Steve, cooperated on his case. He took the stand, but Wade Wilson puts this statement out, claiming, and he actually throws his dad under the bus, saying that Papa Steve was part of upper hand of the Outlaws. He's saying that he ran with the Outlaws. He was upper, and then he named these other guys that approached him that night because it's part of his story of not committing the murders. He said he got set up and everything, which it does. The DNA evidence is there. That part of it is definitely not true. But the outlaw part with Steve, a lot of people are speculating because he came out with names, and then people looked up the names and they were legit people.
Yeah.
So we're like, what the fuck is going on?
We've had people come up here and say no and say yeah, he was associated or affiliated in some way, shape, form, or fashion, and we had others say he wasn't and that he was capping.
So his father did prison time.
Correct.
In Florida, correct? And I watched what you guys put out about the father, and listened to what he was saying. His father did the right thing and the wrong thing.
Right.
He can never be considered good anymore because he went against his son in a court of law. On the other hand, his father was one of the main bases for putting his son away on something that his son should have been put away on. And
I liked how you answered that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like how you just answered that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You're right, though. You're right.
Real. Yeah.
But if he was a upper hand in the Outlaws,
Wade Wilson's going to get himself killed talking like that, because now he's dropping names of actual motorcycle club members who, don't get it twisted, especially when it comes to like the Outlaws, there's certain groups out there that are, or certain clubs out there that are, the Hells Angels not so much anymore. They're considered a mixed multiracial club, right? Yes. And because of that, they're being deemed in California, in Nevada, in the feds, right? And they have to walk these no good yards now because of it.
And they
The
basically did
Outlaws.
that because of the numbers. Like you had people, groups like the Mongols popping up, and it's like, damn, we're gonna be outnumbered. But go ahead, I hear what you're saying.
No, it's because they allow pieces of shit to wear that patch. It's because they have.
No, I meant the reason why they started letting people that weren't white join. It was basically for the numbers.
Well, yes and no, right? Because it's another thing for me, where say the California Nomads, they have 2 Asian boy Crips, right? Former Asian boy Crips that are members of the California Nomads, and they're beasts, bro. They live this life. They deserve to be in the club. But when it comes to you go to prison and you're standing across the yard from the Asian member of your club, and he's running with the others, or the Polynesian car or whatever, you know what I'm saying? The Pac Islanders.
Yeah, definitely. It's
And
gonna
they
get
go to war
sticky
with
on
the
the inside.
whites.
Yeah.
And they go to war with the Woods. You're going to take it easy on him. That causes a friction that just cannot be allowed. And that's why, groups have just steadily been shutting the Hells Angels down, because I don't think there's anything wrong with, say, those former Asian boy Crips, but they're Asian, being in the club. I don't think there's anything wrong with Mexicans being in the club. But when it comes to a prison politic,
right,
it becomes an issue.
Exactly. And we were just talking not too long ago behind the scenes about something similar like this. Like, because a few of the homeboys I know out here from Massachusetts, they used to run with Crips as youngins, but then when they got older as grown men, now they're all Hells Angels. They're white dudes, but still, when they were young bucks, they were repping Crip. Now that they're older, it's like they folded their blue and put on the red and white. You know what I mean?
Right, which becomes an issue. A lot of the pagans I've heard in the New York area, they were Bloods first, right? The Outlaws, though, they've kept it pretty fucking wood.
Yeah.
So there's, for them, they're afforded a better reputation when it comes to the feds or these state penitentiary systems, because they are who they are.
Exactly, because I even see them on the street. They're still rocking some symbolisms where they are who they are. They stick with their guns. They stay on the same shit.
Correct, and because of that, I would think that the Unforgiven and the Outlaws probably have a very good relationship in the penitentiary and on the streets.
Right.
Oh, they do. They do. There's definitely been multiple different scenarios, and they actually handle white people. Like their initiation always has something to do with the white race. I don't know, man. They keep it. They're dangerous. They're dangerous, bro.
Yep.
Well, Florida is starting to turn, and finally the East Coast is starting to turn, right? Because you have little hot spots throughout the East Coast, say Boston, for example, where they run a tight wood white ship.
Yeah.
Right? Now Florida's starting to fall in line with that, with the Unforgiven and the Outlaws leading the charge and taking these life sentences for putting in work, right? Because it all runs off of fear.
Yeah.
It's not like in Minnesota where you can, give a Jared from Subway a sandwich and tell him to go hit somebody because you're on the same yard as a Jared from Subway. That's just not going to happen now in Florida as much, and it's going to happen a lot less as the years go by. It's not going to happen in Boston. They're not going to have those type of dudes around them. So it's a good thing for young, scared white men on the East Coast who are in there for petty crimes, but they got a year. And they're not going to be extorted.
They won't be victimized. Yeah, they'll be protected by their own people.
Correct. And that's what it takes.
Because Georgia's going through this right now.
Georgia, Tennessee, they're all going through it. And it's a good thing. I'm telling you right now, it sounds like a racist thing to say, but it's not. It is a good thing. A lot less shit goes on when there is a structure.
Yeah, it actually maintains less violence in a way when you look at the long game, right? Because like respect goes a long way, but fear goes a lot longer sometimes. You know what I mean? Depending on your environment.
But
Absolutely.
it's safe to say if Wade Wilson's, because if his appeal goes through and he just goes back into just life in prison, because the Union has the leader of Unforgiven. The day that Wade Wilson got on death row, they moved his cell. They moved him actually to a whole other facility, Debo. Right, that's one of the leaders. And this is on paper. No, this is he got moved out. I'm telling you, man, Wade Wilson will have a tough time with them boys if he doesn't get death right by the state. He's gonna get death by them boys.
Yes, 100%. Wade Wilson will not live another 5 years. He won't live a year after being put back into general population.
Yeah, if he ever hit
he's left in
GP,
general
yeah, I was gonna say, even if he got the chance to get out of death row, be straight to PC. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And there is no real PC in that state.
Right.
So what's his options? Let the state do him in, or or you get taken out, bro. Because these dudes, they're moving him to get him closer to them. They'll move Wade Wilson. Don't get it twisted. The way you get contraband in, the way you get cell phones, all that, right? How?
Yeah, you already know.
COs.
You already know. Yeah, you could,
And
a little money goes a long
for
way.
the wood population, that means white COs that feel the same way as you do.
Right.
Right? They are evening the numbers, basically. And then you have black COs doing it for the blacks, Mexican COs doing it for the Mexicans. And you don't think that they won't find somebody that will move Wade Wilson onto a yard with the Unforgiven the instant he hits GP? He's done.
Done. I know.
They'll move him to GP just for GP type shit.
I think they'll try to extort him at first, but eventually it's going to run dry and it's going to be done.
Am I talking to myself?
Oh, yeah, you might have to go in and come back out. Y'all hear me?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you good now.
I don't know.
Difficulties.
Got to go in and come back. DVS, you can't hear us. I mean, VPS. All right, we're going to play this video. We're going to catch up on the behind the scenes of this documentary, Jumpsuit Pablo. Let's get to it.
Yeah.
Unsurprisingly, Wade, sentenced to be put to death and to be placed on death row, has now been moved again. Also, a new queen of the Wade wives has risen to power, and the small army that is left is filing complaints and harassing the prison staff left and right day after day. What exactly is...
He sauces that shit up, don't he?
Yeah, he had a little sugar, spice, and everything nice. He don't play with it.
Vegas, can you hear us now, man? Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, you Gucci. There you go.
Oh, you can hear us? Yo.
Am I glitching, or is this?
You're good now.
Can you hear us?
Here, I'll go back out and come back in. How about that?
There you go. Yeah, he can't hear us at
I
Ronnie.
was going to say I could hear him, but I don't think he could hear us.
Yeah. All right, we'll
exactly
continue.
What's going on with Wade Wilson currently? I'll explain everything. Let's get started.
And we got Corrupt Cartel in the building as well.
Hey, yer.
We got two. We're reacting to Jumpsuit. So he's in this documentary. So we're doing the behind the scenes trying to. I know you've been covering it with Pino. Let's get your opinion. What's going on?
Oh man, I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of people talking about they're not going to watch it.
Yeah. Speaking of that, that's Diane's friend right there. That's Melissa. That's who put this post out. That's who Allie has had beef with since the beginning. You heard what her reasoning was, because Melissa didn't go to the trial. Nobody is obligated to go to the trial, especially when someone lost her child.
Right.
So why would she go to the trial? That doesn't make no sense
Is
to
this
me.
the one that thought she was going to marry him or thought she could save him on some Captain Save-A-Ho shit? Or
Hey, this is the one when at one time where she couldn't stop bringing up her kids when they're talking about sex and shit. They would go to their kid, you know what I mean?
What
And then the suits situation, she would, they fell out over the suits too.
Yeah, you got to remember who you're dealing with, man. Like these are people who know somebody's guilty of these things, but don't want to hear any evidence of it, and want to deny. Like,
yeah,
so,
that's true. You got to know your audience. That's true.
Yeah. That's a big part of it, man.
Now, real quick, 2 minutes of your time before we get into all these crazy updates. Let's react and watch together something very special. This is the official trailer. It was posted yesterday. The official trailer for the Wade Wilson docuseries. It's called Handsome Devil, Charming Killer. And I am personally involved in this. I was interviewed for several hours, and I am told that I am a huge part of this docuseries, and I'm honored to be, because I feel like what we did.
So it was produced by Law and Crime. The producers of Law and Crime. This is what Jumpsuit told us. So when he came up the other night, it was produced by Law and Crime, and then Paramount picked it up and
Basically purchased it from the Law and Crime.
Right, and that's their trailer. They didn't do anything else besides the trailer, and it's just going to be on their platform, Paramount Plus.
And if I'm not mistaken, it's a four-part series, and he's a part, I think, of 3 of them. 3 out of 4, that ain't bad.
No, that ain't bad at all, man. Salute to the chat,
what we
man.
did, me and this community here, what we did was monumental in the aftermath of this case in this trial. So let's go ahead and take a watch.
A lot of ladies think he's attractive.
Very nice, very well spoken.
This is what I do with women, you know? I use my charm, use my good looks.
I fell very much in love with Wade.
He's the ultimate bad boy.
I almost thought I could fix him.
That's Mila. They got Mila in this.
I guess you know what comes across my mind. Murder. Just murder.
I stand here today to announce the indictment of Wade Wilson for the murders of Christine Melton and Diane Ruiz.
I choked her out so she couldn't breathe anymore. I was on a rampage at this point.
So they did contact us, Vegas, but they contacted Zebby, and they asked more in the sense of about the Wade wives. They wanted, and we didn't like the direction or how they came at us talking about it. We are not participating in this documentary. Honestly, bro, what is today? The 12th or the what is today? Corrupt? Because I could get I can make a better documentary probably. It'd be more.
14th,
Yeah,
bro.
today's the 14th. Yep.
That'd be the 15th.
That's cutting it, but I don't know the way they did Paramount. The way they did the trailer, it's pretty crazy how they had the music in there and shit. Definitely on a different level. You know, these people got way more stuff than we do, but I think when it comes to the information aspect and the resources we have with Zab Girl, Melissa Jade, and everybody that worked together, we could come with something better. But go ahead.
Just being able to pay for the music and use certain music is a big deal. You know what I mean? When you're making something like that, that's a huge deal. So yeah, they got the upper hand on all of that. But yeah, I mean, given time, bro, I'm sure you could whip something up that would probably do a lot better.
Yeah, Vegas, we seen you in that documentary that recently got dropped. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I watched that. I shared that. That was dope.
So, Jumpsuit Pablo and the boycotting of the documentary. I don't think that's gonna. I like the message. Salute to Melissa.
Right.
She's in the chat. The link's in the chat too if you want to come on, Melissa. But when it comes to boycotting it, I don't think anybody's not gonna everyone's probably still gonna watch it. But I will say this. We're gonna watch it free. We're gonna we're not paying for fucking Paramount Plus, bro.
Listen, I think a lot of people. I think a lot of people that are saying they ain't gonna watch it are just saying that to say it, but they're actually still gonna watch it.
Is it even being released for these people that are from the online experience to watch it? Like, this is in my mind. It's to the older audience, man, the ones that ain't on here watching true crime on here. And because anybody that's on here in the know about it's gonna already know everything that's about to cover and everything that's about to happen. Like, this is for people that ain't been in the know, ain't been following. This is for the new audience. And they just hoping that enough of the people that been into it will carry it, that it's gonna be all right by itself. And then any new audience is a win.
Yeah, somebody's definitely gonna bootleg this too, Kuro.
Think about your mama, bro. Like my mom, a lot more likely to see this on Paramount than anything that's going on YouTube.
And that's not good, man, because then they control the narrative in that sense. But I tell you what, we're gonna still stay on their neck because look, you know what that leads to, Corrupt? It leads to people going to watch it, like they're gonna watch it, but then after it's over, just like The Perfect Neighbor, they're gonna go to YouTube and they're gonna be like, they're gonna try to learn more. And when you click Wade Wilson on YouTube, bro, there's 4 people that pop up: Jumpsuit Pablo, Phone Calls from Prison, YouTube Streets. We're always right there. We're always right there when you look at the algorithm of Wade Wilson. We got this shit. We covered it from the get-go. We got sued, bro. We attempted sue. We're in the
a few
fucking
times. And like you said, I think it leads to misinformation. It leads people down the wrong path sometimes. You know what I mean?
But we got to boot. I would not pay for a bootleg it if you can.
I mean, something, man. I mean, a lot of people already got Paramount, so I mean, like I got Paramount already.
Right.
Bootleg, no cast.
Not just the state, the country.
While locked up, this is when Wade began getting his face tattooed.
This case exploded on social media.
Wade Wilson. The Deadpool killer.
So the Netflix documentary, from what I heard, Bunny XO and Netflix, they couldn't seal a deal. So they might have recorded it and it might come out later on or something, but maybe that's the one that you hear other people are a part of. Like I heard Papa Steve, there was word around town that he was part of a documentary. And that could be the one that they have Papa Steve in talking, but they're using 2301's documentary in this one, it seems like.
Yeah.
I mean, but you could always run the footage of that and have him saying something else too. You know, you could just have that as a background feature.
Damn, Melissa knows more than we do. They paid them Waywise $500. Oh, damn.
Okay.
That would have been the title of this live. Yo,
you gotta come with that. You gotta come with that on the outside.
They didn't, because I think Pablo said, from what he knows, I mean, I could be mistaken, but he said that there was no money involved, at least on his part.
Damn, they got over on Pablo, bro.
I think the content creator coming with the facts that they're just entertainment. They're like clickbait.
Well, look, but like I said, my bad, plug. I said this.
No, you're good, brother.
I said this the other night over there with Pino. I said, you know, out of everybody, you know, all of these little Waywives and stuff, they hoping that, you know, their Instagram or their TikTok gonna get a little push off of this.
Yeah, they clout chasing. Facts.
But everybody that's on this that I know of so far, the only person that it's really gonna work out for is Jumpsuit Pablo, because he already has the fan base there. So like, he's gonna get, you know, and he's the one YouTuber that they're showing like that, you know, that it's featuring. He's the featured YouTuber, basically.
And he already got a solid platform on multiple different platforms. He already got a solid
so they
following.
go there, they see that, oh, he's real legit, you know. So bam, he's gonna gain a bunch of new followers off this, but everybody else ain't gonna gain like that.
I seen a part of the documentary and it's like slow-mo and it shows like Jumpsuit Pablo in his house. Like it shows like a third, you know how they do that? You know how like they do it, bro? Like Ancient Aliens type shit where they zoomed out on him while he's like, he had like paper, bro. It looked like he had the lawsuit. Honestly, I think that he's gonna come up, bro. He is in 3 and 4 and he takes the whole shit over.
Well, from watching what he did with y'all the other day, man, it seemed like he was playing from ready. He was, you know, strategically
he
ready.
was ready. You don't gotta get ready when you stay ready. You're right, Krupp, because he had some exclusive shit he was dropping.
Yeah, he had some things there, and he had some lines that he predetermined. Like, I'm gonna make sure I get this in.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Shout out Jumpsuit Pablo.
The Deadpool killer. This went worldwide.
Looks that kill.
Women were absolutely enthralled with him.
He was building a cult following.
Hey, Kristen. Hello. Hey, Breezy. What's up, baby? I love you so much.
There's fans who have never met this man showing up for this trial.
I can't
remember. Hey, that's me. That's my voice.
What do you know? What do you know? That's me.
Up for this.
So, and I asked him about that. I'm like, why are you not all in the trailer? They fucked up on that. He's like, well, Paramount did the trailer and they just didn't read. They just didn't, read the room, I guess, because I don't know. They should have put him in.
I was gonna say, I remember when we did the live before he even came up on the panel. I caught that, people are showing up that don't even know him to the trial. I'm like, oh shit, that's Pablo. We had to listen to it a few times before we caught the few moments where they actually did play him in the intro or the trailer.
I can't wait to get out. We're gonna have sex for hours.
To advocate for someone because you think he's handsome,
even though he committed brutal and awful murders.
I started getting death threats because I had testified against him.
I was gonna
That
get
laugh.
married to Wade before the trial.
I'm Zane Romero. I'm Diane Ruiz's youngest child.
The moment that I realized that I was done was during Zane's testimony.
I almost killed myself because I couldn't bear the idea of turning 15 without my mom.
He's still pulling the strings from a jail cell. He's got an army of wives. That's all he's ever wanted.
There's nobody behind those dark serial killer eyes.
A rage overcomes me. Just kill. 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 When I get that way, I become the devil.
Yeah.
I'm like a lion. You're the prey. I can sense it.
He's a lion, and then he sticks his finger up his nose to dig for boogies.
He tries to be he tries to have some lines, and then he's just corny as fuck though.
Yeah, no, it's so stupid, bro. He's so fucking stupid.
It's like, motherfucker, if anything, you're a caged animal at the zoo.
It's a fucking idiot, bro.
On display.
Possum with rabies.
Yeah, he's on display. He's caged and on display for everybody, and motherfuckers is making money off of him.
Yep.
Death threats for testifying
It's
against
crazy.
him.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that
Oh,
one chick in the trailer said she actually received death threats for testifying against Wade Wilson.
Mila.
That's how
Yeah,
his fan
yeah.
base and and it's crazy
I
how
could see that
Mila,
at that time.
Mila's spa burning down, and then the
Yeah.
parents' house allegedly burning down, and it's just like it's a lot of crazy coincidences in this whole shit. We picked that apart in the beginning, but
Hey, we exposed that her husband was a chomo, though. People did not like that. They're
Crazy.
like, bro, but listen, man, anything for awareness, because, dude,
it's what
what
it
if
is.
what if Mila would have had a kid with him? I think she broke up with him because of that. But what's
It
his
was
name?
right after that.
Lorenzo.
Right after you exposed it.
Yo. Not only
She-
did we fucking break up a few relationships, we made a few relationships. People up here
Yeah.
getting married, people breaking up, fucking with their wife and husband. Shit's crazy.
Yeah.
Is
Make
she
a man
still
break
with
them.
him? Holy shit! I need to look into that.
I don't know, bro. I can't say, but last I heard anything was forever ago, and I thought they done split up.
Yeah, she was claiming that I think at one point, but who knows really, right?
Yeah,
It could have been
yeah,
a
them
temporarily breakup,
them
but
relationships,
they could have
never know.
rekindled.
Yeah. Like, look, if her relationship with Wade was any indicator, man, then she's on a one-way trip to toxicity.
Yeah, of course. It gives you a base of her character, the fact that she even associated with Wade in any way, shape, form, or fashion tells you a lot about somebody.
And went up there and dropped the charges. You know what I mean? Like, homie
Crazy.
wouldn't even have been out if she didn't go up there and drop the charges. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think that gets overlooked because it was so early. But like, what Wade Wilson would have still been in jail if she had went up there and changed her mind and felt bad and dropped them charges.
So,
Crazy.
so White Eyes has a good point here, and he was locked up, obviously. He says, the only reason I'm here today is because of a woman who stepped up to love me when I was lost to the system. Shout out to the Prison Wives. And we've actually talked about this before. We have no problem with Prison Wives. We salute Prison Wives, but when it comes to Wade Wilson, bro, these wives are different.
Yeah,
all right?
Prison Wise and Wade Wise are two different categories, homie. Shout out to Anarchist.
Yeah. So they fall in line with Chris Watts' wives and Brian Koberger. He
It's
got
more like a cult vibe.
Yeah,
exactly, bro. Exactly.
Yeah, It's weird, man. I mean, I don't know. Who is it that says that though in the beginning? That's his dad that says that he's got everything he wants, all kinds of wives and
Sounded like Steve, yeah.
yeah. That's something that sticks out to me every time because
And
it's
I was-
like homeboy would know what he what he's about.
Okay, I hope you'll all tune in. This is coming out January 20th, so I'm very excited to just see.
Are you gonna hit those 50 push-ups, Corrupt?
Just see
Come back to that.
this story.
Vegas got to hit him too.
Completely told and narrated and setting the record straight and showing receipts behind that so that maybe these delusional last few Wade wives will watch it and wake up and realize you're wrong and here's the real story. But anyways, let's move on to what's up with Wade Wilson now. Real quick, I gotta say, lately it feels like I am getting deja vu or something because gold, it continues to hit brand new all-time highs, and silver has surged to its highest level since 2011. And in the face of economic uncertainty and overall fear in the markets, people seem to be moving to safe haven assets like gold and silver. Today, we're not only seeing this from hardworking Americans, but from central banks and billionaires too. That's exactly why I've partnered with the award-winning company Goldco. They specialize in helping people protect
Oh damn,
their
Jonesy
savings
Pablo
with
ad.
real assets, gold
Pablo
and
runs his
silver.
own
We are not
ad.
sponsored by these people. I hate ads, bro. I wish I could fast forward through this.
So just go to jumpsuitgold.com to learn more. If you do, you'll get a free 2025 gold.
We
and
support
silver
Pablo,
kit,
though. We just
and
don't support
You could qualify for up to
the people
10%
listen, man. Morgan and Morgan. I don't know, man. I fuck with John Morgan. He did a lot for Florida,
Right.
but we're not sponsored by nobody, so we can't really. I don't like playing
Silver.
ads.
Listen,
Go ahead.
Don't wait until it's too late. Right now, visit jumpsuitgold.com or
Jumpsuit
click
Gold.
on the link in the video description after you're done watching.
I
Get
love that
registered
shit, man.
Jumpsuitgold.com.
I didn't know
I'll
about
tell
this.
you, I have a contact. I can't tell you who they are.
JSG,
I
baby.
can't tell you what their
Yeah.
job title is. I can't tell you where they work. I can't tell you how they know these things about Wade Wilson because they are so freaking close to Wade Wilson that it's and they've offered all the information in the world, which I don't think there's anyone on this planet based off what they do and where they're at. I don't think there's anyone on this planet who can give me more off.
So why does another group come after they see what happened before? And it makes you think they liked the calls. They liked what they heard on those Patreon calls. And at the end of the day, they know that Wade's never going to be home. So these women are obsessed with sexting.
Clout
Yeah.
too, bro. Clout.
And it's like, listen, they get
Clout.
the safety. They get the safety to do it from their own home without really being. It's like they're flirting with death, but not putting them really in harm's way. You know what I mean? Without putting themselves in actual harm's way.
I
They
mean,
want it.
bro,
They,
if
yeah,
they
go ahead.
if they got a chance of being on the next list of calls to come out, you know what I mean? Like, there's probably chicks that been playing on the phone. Like, as soon as he's able to be on the phone, there probably gonna be chicks that are like gonna be doing.
But
it
the
like a
issue with
damn
that, Corrupt, is
reality show.
he's in prison now, and that you can't get his calls no more. So I think it's more of they want to experience what they've heard already. Like they want to go into this. They want to go into a relationship. They want to pay some money.
They want to
It's
reenact. They want to dance with danger and do a whole reenactment.
That's
crazy.
ridiculous, man. That is ridiculous, bro.
Is that the right
word.
term? Sexting? Is that like having sex on the phone? Right?
I mean,
I think that's when you're texting.
lusting. Yeah, I would say that they would be lusting.
Lusting.
Yeah, a lusting relationship, bro.
Real information
Thirsty.
about what's going on with Wade Wilson than this person. And for that very reason, I cannot even give you a hint, not even a smidge of information about who this person is and what they do. So if you trust me, you trust me. If you don't, go find another video to watch. But here's what's going on with Wade Wilson. What it does show is that Wade Wilson is no longer on confinement. This is according to the official state prison website Inmate Search results. He's no longer in confinement. What does this mean? He's still at Union Correctional Institution. But what does that mean? He's supposed to be on death row. He's not in confinement. What this means is, according to my source, he is on what's considered a confinement wing. On the south side of the building, and I'll show you here, there's a visual that was sent to me by this person, and they marked it with red.
I wish I had that up. My bad,
to
y'all.
show exactly where he's at. On the south side of the building, in the westernmost wing, each side it has 15 cells with a pipe.
Okay, this is important. White Eyes coming with some gems. This is important, y'all. All right. They want letters. Mine did. And I had pen game like you wouldn't believe. Oh shit, bro. He was laying the dick down through the fucking ink, son. Oh shit. Oh
Yeah, but
man.
that's two different things. Like, writing a prisoner, a woman could be infatuated and even fall in love with a person that's a stand-up guy, got principles, morals, integrity, and character. But when you're talking to a guy that's killed multiple women and still talking to multiple women, it's a different type of infatuation. I think it's two different categories when it comes to prison wives and way wives. Respectfully, that's just my opinion.
They give you a new never mind. That joke wouldn't have hit. I was gonna say give you a new hit. A new reason to call somebody pencil dick. All right, so come on, let's go, man.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
go.
crazy.
Like we gotta move on.
15 cells with a pipe chase running in between. Cell 6 and cell 23 on the left and right sides are typically the day room cells. What are
No offense, White Eyes. I'm not saying you have that. I'm just saying it was just
They're typically just like gathering rooms where they have a 4 to 5 tables with 4 to 5 seats per table. You can get and gather around and play poker. You can play spades.
You think the one of these way wives are gonna get the little letters from him and put them out on Snapchat, or they're gonna get out some way? Like I don't know, man. I just see these females thinking they can gain some kind of clout off of this as well.
Definitely. They be chasing it out like it's a drug, yo. It's 100%. Some of them really are infatuated, in my opinion, right? They might be framing that shit and putting it above their bed. Like some of them are really touching the head.
Yeah. Make it down, what do they call them? An altar to it, man. A shrine. Weird shit, bro.
Pictures and shit, candles, and
DVS isn't here tonight, but he had a good point one time. He said that algorithm is what made women fall in love with Wade. And he has a good point with the TikTok algorithm and the AI videos and the way that they presented Wade. They didn't even know what he did. They just seen him go in the courtroom and they put all that little lovey-dovey shit all in there. And that's how women, especially overseas, that's how, that was their love language, bro. There's actually a language barrier when it comes to this whole thing with crime and shit overseas too. They don't look at the same, like men over there hurt women and they don't, you know what I'm saying? Like over here, it's I mean, I have morals. I know Corrupt has morals. Ronnie has morals. When no women, no children over here, but it's all different.
Integrity, definitely. Like, it's like that old saying when they talk about like German porn and shit like that. It's like, supposedly, like allegedly, it's like it's aggressive, if you will. I try to word that correctly, but
man, I feel like this is going somewhere great, man. I don't know how.
But before someone can really get to know somebody else, right? The first thing that usually grabs them is their looks. Before you get to know the person, all you see is the face.
Yeah.
But there's a swastika on that face, so that's why a lot of overseas women, again, with that part, exactly that they don't care about that part overseas either. In some of those parts of the neck of the woods,
right? Especially in
no, man, like I can't explain none of this. I really can't.
But there hasn't been one black woman that's been on his phone calls or in DMs,
Can
right?
you prove that? Can you prove like?
We haven't seen it.
We can't prove otherwise neither. Like we haven't.
Yeah, we haven't seen it.
Right. Not that we
Corrupt,
know
you
of.
can't do 50 push-ups.
John, give me 50. Hey, I heard Flame's been going on a kick about some 50 push-ups. Everybody drop and give him 50, bro. I heard.
Alan Holman said those are not real push-ups, though. He put a post out saying, you know what, Flames, you got to do them again and do better form. But I think Flames could do them. He just needs to go up and down all the way. That's what Alan's saying.
I don't know, man. Cause like, you know, doing them short form, fast push-ups, like a lot of prison dudes do that, and them things really do work. They do. Like, you know what I mean? I know what you're saying. Go all the way out, lock out every time, come back down, reset. But I also know of doing them short range, fast burst push-ups.
Yeah,
Hey,
definitely.
Hey, everybody, one of the mods, Time Money TV out. Get him out of here, bro. He just keeps promoting. Listen, man, we're live doing our own thing, bro. All you other creators, y'all go live, that's fine. But don't be over here promoting their live while we're live. I ain't fuck with that.
Shameless. The fuck out of here. But yeah, it depends what you're working on, right? Like if you're a bigger dude trying to slim down, you want to do like say you're working out, you're gonna do less weight, more reps. But someone like me that's trying to bulk up, I'm gonna do more weight, less reps. So I always went by the model, like my father taught me, like one good push-up, like 10 good push-ups, 10 real push-ups is better than 100 fake push-ups. You know what I mean?
Right. All right.
So it's like
I dig
quality over quantity.
No, I dig that.
But y'all support anybody out there doing their workout and inspiring anyone else to get their workout on. Like, that's what's up.
I mean, yeah,
Push-ups are a part of my regimen all day, every day. It's like brushing my teeth, man. I don't get up without doing push-ups.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question before we go any farther, because it's important. I'll forget. Corrupt. I know you've been with your wife forever, but if let's just say hypothetical, one of our wives, whatever, our lover was a Wade wife, could you be with somebody that previously was a Wade wife? Because remember, Allie's getting married, and her man looks like, her man, I don't know who he is, but he looks like a normal guy, right? So I wonder if he even knows about this shit.
No, that's what I was just gonna say. I was gonna answer a question with a question. Does he know though?
Yeah.
You know?
Tough, bro. That's a tough situation right there. And I mean, like, each one would be, relative to itself, I would guess, because each Wade wife does its own Wade wife thing, and like, how much Wade wife were you Wade wifing?
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. Like, to what extent were you at? When did you cop out? Why did you stop? Like, how much did you know?
I need to know
the simple
some
answer is
things.
no. You feel me? But it's really circumstantial, like depending on the situation and how far it went and how much you knew. Of course, it could be different.
Yeah.
Hey, and shout out to the 10% that don't, Mike D, because I hear what you're saying about that. I preferably like people that don't have DB stuff. That'd be great.
But just off
He's
the
right
top,
though, 100%.
off the top, anybody who gonna get like that with Wade, I don't know that we gonna be on the same wavelength to make it that far anyway. You know what I mean? Like, unless I don't know about it and they hiding it, so it goes back
Which
to the
is a red
original.
flag anyway. Like this,
Yeah,
like a former line. Like you ain't telling me something.
Yeah,
Something's
what
missing.
else?
So
What else?
yeah, that I feel like that could be an hour conversation. Just that was a good question, plug, because that shit could turn some shit up real quick.
Yeah, that was a good question.
Yeah, it's always gonna be a fight. It's the first thing we're gonna go to as a man. You're gonna bring it up every fucking
Like
time.
that ugly ass motherfucker with that fucking stitches, fake ass stitches tattoo and no toothless and no teeth. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Yeah. Once you go talk to Wade, leave me alone.
Yeah, that's why you was talking to that death row Gumby over there. Shit.
Oh,
Whistle
shit.
every time he try to talk with no tooths.
Just gather around and just socialize and just hang out together. Day room cells set up. Since he's maximum management and heightened security, he doesn't get moved from that specific wing. He's behind a solid door, whether he's behaving or not. Basically, yes, he's still on death row, but there are about 4 sections of death row. And there's one section in these 4 that are worse than the others. Even on death row, you can go to a worse place than death row. And so he's not allowed all the amenities and freedoms, which, as limited as they are, because you are on death row, even those few things, now you're not allowed to get those because you have to have a give and take. You have to have an incentive.
So I was just reading the comments from the live while I was listening to this, and a lot of people are in the chat on the live saying that Jumpsuit Pablo had a southerner voice when he was on our shit. Did you see that, Corrupt? Did you see that, Ronnie? What, I don't understand.
He got that whisper character to him, but every once in a while, the southern accent really comes out. You know what I mean? And I'm up here in Massachusetts, in Boston, so I can hear it. You know what I mean? I can hear it. It's prevalent.
I saw it. I was reading the comments and I was like, what? I ain't even noticed this. And so I was checking for it, bro, but I don't know.
I just think because regular videos, he's more focused and not thinking about it, and then or the opposite. When you're on a live, you're not thinking about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a lot more clean and crisp on his regular videos, man. Like he was just chilling.
But
Like
during
he
the live,
said
he's just
that
catching wreck, having fun. Like he
Yeah.
was even cracking jokes and getting
He-
crazy. He's like, I
he
gotta get
said
up
that-
out of here.
he said at one point that's why I don't come up on the YouTube
Yeah, he's
stream.
like, yo, you guys
Like,
bring it out of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He said that at one point. So
Bring out the beast. Facts. Big facts.
It's like 1090. Come on now, and then he's like, back to the car.
Yeah.
Incentive
He got a mix between me and Plug.
to where
Yeah, he does.
Hopefully it causes you to not misbehave and cause chaos. And so he's been placed on the worst part of this 4-part death row area. So now he doesn't even get to really do everything everyone else does. He doesn't get to come out, in the day rooms and stuff. At most, he gets to come out. It says here, the inmate locator says he's not in confinement because technically he isn't, but he's in a confinement style cell with a
Shout out to the
solid
real
door.
Jamie Williams in the chat. The real Jamie Williams.
The real
one. Solid Jamie Williams.
Really, really
Instead
real.
of open bars. He comes out for showers, haircuts / shaves, because they do require, most state prisons require that you keep your hair below a minimum amount of inches and your beard below a minimum
I got till
amount of inches.
midnight
And so they will
tested, bro.
enforce that. He comes out for haircuts and shaves and
All right,
rec if
Cinderella.
he wants to.
I gotta stop at midnight, bro.
He is in heightened security because of his fame. And there were females calling the main control, which is
What'd you say about midnight?
He said he can't forget his glass slipper, bro.
Exactly. So I gotta call it by midnight, man. I
Yeah,
can't
me
go
too.
past
I gotta work.
midnight, man.
I know. That's probably when we're gonna end it all together. I ain't gonna lie to you. We gotta we gotta
It
work.
ain't just me. See, Ronnie, what's up, bro? See, I ain't the only one. Ronnie Blue Eyes.
Ronnie Blue Eyes got a nice looking beard going right now. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Looking great.
Thank you. It's coming in healthy.
Keep the beard. Keep the
much,
beard, bro.
the front
the
desk
beard.
of the prison for about a week. That's what they said. So these women are constantly calling and harassing every day. And I'll give you an example of this because now there are new people taking over. One of these people is named Angie. She has replaced Jesse.
See, so shout out to me because I'm the one that talked to Jumpsuit on the phone and got all this. So Angie, you can thank me for you being on Jumpsuit Pablo.
Yeah, Plug
I was-
you unlocked that character for real.
Well, shout out to
Wade.
I drink Kool-Aid in the chat, and shout out to previous people part of Team Wade that got their senses and left. Shout out to you, and you've done a lot of good work of going against these other bitches that are trying to get clout off this shit. Because without y'all, I wouldn't have inside information. But Angie's little bitch ass, yeah, she's on the big stage now. Jumpsuit Pablo, he's at fit. What she's got the clout she wants. This is the clout you get. This is what you want. You got it.
Jesse, right? Jesse was the queen of the Wade wives. She was the Wade wife with the crown on her head. Now
Is it
she's
playing? My
ran
bad.
For the hills.
Yeah, you
She's
good.
out of there because her life has been ruined.
All right, hold on. I don't know why it's not playing on my end.
Hills. She's out of there because her life has been ruined. You know who took her place? Angie. You know what she personally prefers to be called? Bad bitch Angie. Baby, yay, baby. Bad bitch Angie. I'm bad bitch Angie. And, you know, that's fine. You know, I admire your confidence, queen. But if you're going to call yourself bad bitch Angie, you better be a bad bitch.
I admire your confidence, queen.
I'm not saying she is. I'm not saying she isn't. I'm just saying you better be.
Yo, that shit's funny. He's like, yo, if you was really a bad bitch, other people be calling you a bad bitch. You wouldn't have to give yourself title, self-proclaimed bad bitch.
Yeah, like y'all need to listen like closely to this shit. Break it down because it's hilarious, really.
Oh man.
She's the new top dog, queen of the Wade wives. And then we have a second in command. Her name is Nadia. Nadia. And Nadia even took it upon herself to recently, as recent as I think it was December 5th or 10th, somewhere in between those dates, early December, she sent an email to the prison Wade Wilson is at and said, "Hey, my name is Nadia. I think Wade Wilson's sexy. Anyways, you're mistreating him."
Clip his ass saying that. I'm gonna clip Jumpsuit saying that. Yeah, Nadia is the person in the DR that Kit showed that, right? Kit showed that there's a DR of this lady by name of Nadia that happened, I think, in December 2025. And she tells the COs, well, she messaged them. I think the COs are hurting Wade. So they had to look into it. By law, they had to look into it.
Not as much as we hope. Not as much as we wish they were, but shit.
Yeah.
Hope
How
so.
she know anything to think anything?
Pure speculation.
Probably he messaged her, bro. Probably he messaged her.
You don't know what shoes she got on.
And unfortunately, staff has to investigate every complaint that's made. And so they had to investigate it. But of course, they did nothing, and nothing came from it because nothing happened. As this source tells me, they say that email is ridiculous with a laughing emoji. They did the minimum because it was an allegation and they all need to be investigated when made. So, I've been saying this all along. Like, if anyone from the outside makes a complaint or like files a complaint, it technically has to be investigated. So they had to look into it, but it's just like they say, there's no specific date or time of the incident. So really, there isn't anything that can be done. And then they go on to say any mistreatment that he's claiming or these women are claiming on his behalf is just him not getting his way or not getting anything extra, which I think we all totally believe. So Wade Wilson, nothing really new. He's just still back there moaning and complaining. But I'll tell you what is new. His appeal is coming up February 5th. That is less than a month away. And
yeah,
he still
so
has his lawyer.
If y'all don't know about that, so Wade Wilson will not be there for this. Right. This is a verbal argument with his lawyer in the Florida Supreme Court. And I've covered the Florida Supreme Court before. There is multiple characters on that bench, and they're very highly opinionated. Like every single one of them is they could have their own damn TV show. And I don't think they're going to be fun, like, because they go in on the lawyer. If the lawyer comes with us, so let's hope. I'm not going to hope anything. Let's just see what Ufferman comes with. Because if he comes with this stupid-ass conspiracy theory that Jesse's been pushing, right, they're going to eat him up. But if he's coming with laws and statutes like we've seen in his initial report that he put out, I forget what he called it, the motion or whatever, but it was multiple filings and multiple different things that he thought that they got wrong. For example, when Nicholas Cruz got the death penalty, he actually got a higher vote of getting the death penalty, but the law changed from the time when Wade Wilson got arrested till he got it convicted, but it shouldn't really matter. So we'll see what happens on that.
Yeah,
Let's get back to it.
Thanks
Purple
to these
Purple Hearts
delusional
only.
women
Purple Hearts
who have
only.
funded his lawyer. They paid his lawyer bills. There's women out there still following this guy.
Yeah, Ufferman got paid.
And he's going to get his opportunity to appeal his death sentence and his guilty verdict on February 5th.
Wicked.
It's wild. That's wild.
Do you know
man.
how ridiculous and just awful that is? And that's why I'm pushing this docuseries, because everyone who's still supporting him, you need to watch this, because all the proof and all the evidence comes out.
Well, the trailer didn't do justice of
right
exposing him.
I was thinking the same thing. Pablo obviously knows some stuff that we don't, because the way
Yeah,
he's pushing it, not
yeah.
only because he's in it, there's definitely an information.
Well, yeah, because we know, like, we know the evidence, right? Like, we know everything pretty much, right? Or we think we know everything.
Right.
Also, the Coral lady from TikTok, I guess she went live and she was running her mouth. So TikTok's so the live doesn't stay up. Nobody clipped it. If anybody clipped that live, I would love to react to it, see what the fuck they actually said, because I guarantee she is not in tune to anything that's going on. She's probably just listening to Allie.
Yeah.
She's not in tune to any of these new. Has she even done a live about the new Wade wives or anything? I don't think so, bro. She don't know what the fuck's going on.
She ain't hip to the shits.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Anyways, somebody clip that shit and send it to me. We got to clip everything, send it.
Evidence comes out January 20th on Paramount Plus. Tune in.
You need a clip farm, bro.
Other than that, there's your way to update and
Big facts. We need, honestly, yeah, we need those. There's this one channel. It's so funny. I seen it recently too. Wade's World. They used to clip shit. They need to come back.
Yeah, facts. I seen them in the chat. I think the last time we went live, I seen them. Salute.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, I declared Thumb War, and then there's all kinds of different channels.
Get right back to it to bring you more updates on these other cases we're following. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, bro. When there's
I'll
a
see you
few
next time.
people that
Wade
clip
Wilson
everything,
is back at it. Unsurprised.
Go ahead.
If you can get a few people that will clip everything they come across, man, then you'll have a lot of stuff on hand.
Yeah, need the clip crew.
Holy crap, dude. Whoa, Coral's tribe fell apart. They all came to me and told me the truth about her being a Wade wife. Oh,
What?
no. Whoa,
What? Yo,
whoa,
pull
whoa.
up. She got the tea, bro. Pull up.
Whoa,
That's crazy.
whoa. I feel like that's something that has to be proven, right?
That's got to be proven, yeah, but that's Melissa, though. That's Diane's friend. She's
man.
she's in tune. She hasn't came with any non-facts,
So
you know what I'm
far, so
saying?
good. Right.
It's crazy, bro. That's crazy. If she was, dude, what a fucking twist.
Dang,
What a twist.
True crime
See,
with the
Well,
see,
sounds like
if it-
like she needs to come on the show.
her beat started like they anytime we ask somebody for an interview, they take it the wrong way and then they like start talking shit. Like Burner 420 did the same shit. Like we'll go on there, hey, we want to get you on the show. Oh, it's a setup. It's a setup.
Yeah.
Ain't no fucking setup. You're a grown ass woman. You can handle your fucking self. Ain't no damn setup.
It's a
You have a lot of
potential
explaining to do,
interview.
though.
You can handle this shit however you want. There's questions you don't want to answer. You have the right to decline. Like
That's
simple.
100% correct. Right there's the answer. Right there. That
know?
part. People act like that part don't exist, but it
Yeah.
does.
They feel obligated to react to everything, which isn't always the case. You could simply like if I went to No Jumper, half of the shit I'd probably say next question.
Yeah. I mean, if it don't feel right talking about it, then you don't need to talk on it, you know?
Yeah. If you
That's
want to
the
talk about
answer.
it, doesn't mean you got to go talk about it on a show that millions of people watch. You know what I mean?
Right.
DVS brought this up before. He said, she started moving different when we came around because honestly, bro, she wasn't saying the victims' names. It was so many blue hearts in her chat. There was a lot of blue. There's a lot of purple too. And then she went more. She was going on the right path. I thought she was doing good. To her for being a Wade wife, again, like Ronnie said, we're gonna need to see proof on it. And I think we're gonna definitely
I
to
think
be able
Corrupt
to.
said it, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, corrupt. Yeah. My bad, guys. I'm all
Oh,
over the
good.
place.
I just give him his credit.
Hey, I appreciate it because I
Yeah.
honestly wasn't paying attention. I was
He's like,
reading
did
the
he say
chat.
that?
Hey, good job, bro. You know what I
Had me
mean?
thinking, I'm like, did I say that shit too? Or I think I agree with him.
I was reading all because I was going to read all this about Coral, man. Like that's some that sounds like that's some news.
Still kind of stuck on that too.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, I know Papa C was dealing with a lot of drama around that time. He got out of it. Yeah, I haven't seen him around, bro. We tried to interview him too. I'm gonna be real. The last 2025, we got in contact with Wade's real mom, and that interview almost went through. She was going with a different direction, and I don't know what happened. I wonder, and she's out, and I hope she's doing better, bro. Because I'm talking about the mom that had nothing to do with anything going on. It's not Candy Wilson, but she supports
This
Wade though.
close. This interview, this close it came. This close. There's still hope though.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can pull that off for the people.
That would be crazy.
Yeah,
that would go
would've been
viral.
dope. Yeah. And at that time, that would have been really dope.
Crucial.
All right, let's see if this is almost wrapped up here. Hold on.
Put to death and to be placed on death row has now been moved again. Also, a new queen of the Wade wives has risen to power.
Oh, okay, it's over.
Yeah, I feel like we heard that. Yeah.
All right, y'all. But before we wrap up, yeah, so we're still gonna cover the Karen Reed thing. We're gonna try to get with DBS when he's able to get up here. B. Luke, we'd love to have B. Luke on, Ronnie, for this one.
Yeah. Talk to him. We're gonna break that down. The interview's pretty long. It's like 2 hours. So we're either gonna do a live and break the whole shit down, or we're gonna do it in 2 parts. Maybe do a pre-record or a live and do it in 2 parts, like an hour each. But it's her first official interview podcast since the whole situation, and they get into a lot of stuff. So I can't wait to break that down. And I did speak to B. Luke. He said he's down to do it.
All right, we're gonna do our playoff picks, man. Ronnie's team is still in it. Corrupt, your Jags are out, man. So, but I think it's gonna be the Bills, Patriots, and then Rams and 49ers.
Yeah, that's a good take.
Oh man,
what's your picks?
I think we're gonna kill the Bills.
Nah.
So
bro,
y'all are playing Houston. Y'all are playing Houston, bro.
Yep.
And then so you got to get through Houston first. I think you're going to beat Houston. Then you're going to be an AFC Championship versus a really good team. I think it's going to be the Bills.
Yeah, you got like what they say. You got to go with who beats you, right? Like whoever takes you out.
They already whooped Houston this year, bro. New England tore Houston
talking about
up.
who took the Jags out, bro.
Oh yeah, you got to go for the team that beats you. Yeah, so you're going for the Bills all the way through.
I feel like I got to, and I also feel like if they can't do it this year with the Chiefs, you know what I mean? They're kryptonite sitting out on the bench this year. If they can't get it done, then they ain't gonna get it done. So like this is their opportunity. This is their year, you know. If they don't do it this year, man, they might as well go ahead and dissolve some of that team and try to rebuild something a little bit better. Because, I mean, even though Patrick Mahomes got hurt, I don't think it's gonna hurt next year type thing or the overall Chiefs little dynasty thing they got going. So that's gonna be there probably Allen's whole career. So he needs this one, bro. So I'm gonna take the Bills all the way through, bro.
Yeah, I'll definitely take some of that action. Patriots is gonna squash them.
Okay, there you go. Listen, the Patriots are looking so good, bro. Drake May is looking so good, so good.
Diggs is facing them charges along with another player.
He's allowed to play. He's allowed to play this week.
They pushed it back because he had prior arrangements, professional obligations, if you will. How they worded it anyway, and they're gonna let him play because that's how serious it gets. They're like, let's put this aside, let this play out, and then we'll handle that. That's crazy.
Ain't something he won't be able to play the AFC Championship though. if they make it that
That's
far.
what. Yeah, so he can't get no. He ain't gonna be able to play the Super Bowl. I think he's gonna be okay for the AFC Championship, right? What's the date on the next score hearing?
I don't think so.
I'm not sure, but I know one thing: they're gonna try to find a way around that shit and keep him in the game. I know that. They're gonna try.
That's
I don't know if it's gonna
why
fly, but they're
He's a
gonna
big
try.
part of their team, but I think they can win without him. They have Booty, right? Is that how you say his name? Booty?
Yeah,
He's from he's from what do you call it? Down there with Gypsy Rose. Yeah, so no, dude, we gotta do a sports channel. These people don't want to hear this, but we need to do one for real. And I'm not gonna share it to none. We're gonna do organically. Just do a fucking sports channel. But yeah, and we'll do the parlays and shit too. But salute to everybody that came tonight. We're gonna tackle this topic. We're coming back with more. You already know, man.
Thanks for riding with the YouTube streets.
Much gratitude and great respect.
Yeah, 5 minutes in. 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes to do whatever before you have to hit the sack, corrupt.
Yeah, man. Got to get to it, bro.
Hit those 50 push-ups real quick.
Hey, yeah, I got you, bro. Give me one.
Pino has court tomorrow. Listen, man. Pino has court tomorrow. We're about to find out if Pino is gonna go to prison or not very, very soon, bro.
I think he's optimistic. He's hoping. He's saying he thinks he's gonna be
gonna
charges.
Right.
So hopefully we can get him up there. Right. We'll talk about it. But stay tuned. That's another exclusive.
Yeah, that's another exclusive, bro. Hey, we got there's another interrogation tape gonna be dropping too soon. But Pino's got another one, dude. He's got another one.
So Pino gonna have two interrogations out, and nobody else gonna have that paperwork, huh? That's crazy.
Yeah, for real. How can, dude? They can't say shit about Pino. He literally, bro. He's all the way. Oh, dude, that's crazy.
A documentary on himself, type shit.
Yeah,
for sure.
Shit, that's actually a great idea.
For sure, he should drop that. He should have got all his shit and dropped it on his own channel and got all the revenue from it on himself instead of 1090 Jake
or another a faceless channel. You know,
there's a lot of stuff going on with 1090 Jake too that we might have to cover.
I was gonna say, speaking of 1090 Jake, he said he was gonna show you how an interrogation is supposed to be conducted. People are gonna be let down. It's gonna be the shortest thing ever, but it was never dropped.
Oh, did he bring that up again on Vlad, Ronnie?
I'm not sure where I heard it, but I've heard him speak on it, and behind the scenes he said, you know, it's coming, it's short. So I'm like, yo, it's gonna be short and sweet, but it's yet to hit the street.
You know, when they dropped King Von shit inside the prison, I've never seen anything like that. They had the body cams of when he got questioned for like a grievance or a DR, they body cammed it. So I'm surprised Florida doesn't do that, where you can request that, and maybe they're not requesting the right thing. So it's weird, guys. Like there's this like list of stuff you can request that people might not know about. Maybe like Kit or Zab Girl don't know that you could request this. Man, it's crazy. I think that's why they put all, and I think you have to be specific on some shit. But I don't know. We'll see what happens, because I think there's some shit coming out, and plus this sex money murder leader just got took down in the same county as 1090 Jake, which is fucking crazy, bro. Like
we've seen that undercover try to bring Jake into the case before, so we're gonna see if it comes up again or his name comes up.
He just folded his flag, right? Like recently too.
Yeah,
for whatever that's worth.
On the bootleg Kev, he denounced the blood and whatever.
Yeah, that's wild, man. I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? I ain't in that area. I don't know nothing about it.
I hear you.
He must have done had some complications, man. Look, I'm about to leave. Yeah, he falls off.
Yeah, Mike D, but that's still crazy though. We never seen that before, and we haven't seen it since.
Was you talking? Was you talking the whole time?
No, I got a. So when you're on StreamYard and you get a phone call, someone calls you, you're fucked. Your whole stream's fucked. Like you have to go in and come back out. The audio's. I think that's probably what happened with Vegas too earlier. But fellas, I appreciate y'all though. But we gonna head out. I'm trying to think. Oh, the Tepe murders are really getting fucking. It's cut and dry. That dude definitely did it, bro. We're safe. You can safely say that Michael McGee, the ex-husband of Monique, killed both of them, and RP to Spencer as well. RP to Diane and Christine as well too. RP to all victims. You already know what it is. Go ahead.
Y'all just watch for coincidences. You know what I mean? Because they don't really exist.
Yeah, I don't believe. I always say I don't believe in coincidences.
Especially that many of them. That was going on early with that dude and all.
He was stalking her, dude.
And
He was stalking her. He bought an Airbnb just to stalk them. He was fucking dude, when they were married, he threatened her multiple times. But this is a red flag. I think, man, I honestly, bro, if I was the female, there has to be some kind of action that could have maybe like legal wise, like, yo, I'm in fear for my life. This dude is fucking psycho. And maybe some would be prevented. Another thing too is if I'm Spencer, right? Yeah. I'm sleeping with something. I'm top security too. I know this dude's out here doing threats.
Ready.
Talk about the Tepe murder. Monique and Spencer Mallory. Salute to you. Salute to Roof.
Hey, sure. I don't have anybody saying nothing like that, doing nothing like that. Nah, it's ready, you know.
Yeah, man. Oh, so sad too. They didn't deserve that at all, dude. They were happy, happy family. Now those kids don't have parents, and this dude, he waited so long, like the resentment and that feeling. You know how time heals. You got to be a psycho. Time heals, bro. What the fuck is going on? There might be more to it though. But go ahead, Ronnie.
I said that on the last live, like time heals all wounds, but that's not always the case for everybody, and everybody deals and grieves with shit different. You know what I mean? So I think something else had led up and built up because he got to a boiling point. And that shit was
only
he looked like this.
Well treated, a wound will only heal if it's well treated. You know what I mean? So
yeah, you gotta deal with it, or if it's just
it don't matter how much.
No, if you don't let something heal correctly, it will never heal at all.
Yeah.
Whoa, y'all see this right here? Shout out to JSTFID13, right? To get the Wade Wilson crime photos is $50,000. Holy crap.
Well, I saw Kit, I think, say her and somebody else was putting their money together and they was going in to get some of them. So maybe that's all of them all together. I don't know if you can just get like a 3-piece, or I don't know how they do that shit, man.
They charged phone calls for prison a lot of money too for the calls. Now I've heard other stuff come back.
Inflation.
That's what I'm saying. What is Lee County doing? I think they know that this case is a high profile case, and they fucking tax the fuck out of everybody.
Listen, yesterday's price ain't today's price. Now with the documentary, shit.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
That's what you see
on
here.
Tuesday. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, it's a wrap, bro.
Yeah, I seen some photos too, and I seen him with the Houston tattoo. What a joke. Florida dude, we would clown the fuck out of anybody from Florida that would go there for 2 weeks and get a tattoo of Houston. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Well, man, here the thing is, this documentary gonna come out, and it's gonna be like 2 weeks of a lot of talk. And, everything you're gonna see all about this and that. It's gonna be about 2 weeks of that, and then it's gonna run its course, man. And then most of the mainstream people will be back on to what they do regular, on to the next one, on to the next flavor of the month type thing. Yeah. So it is not gonna be nearly as hype ever than what it's about to be for like 2 weeks.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's going to be the peak volume point of this Wade Wilson stuff. Like, it'll come back up here and there.
Gotta get it while it's hot, you know what I mean?
Bonnie just has a
Yeah.
good question too. She says, does the FOIA request, all that money, does it go to the victims? I'm pretty sure it doesn't, because it goes into the labor, the police officers, and the people, the clerk of court, or
That shit
wherever.
gets stuck in the system.
He gets exactly. Shout out to DBS. He passed out and fucked the whole
Yeah,
live up tonight.
This is where I needed to be 5 minutes ago, motherfucker.
Yeah, all right, we out. My
All
bad,
right.
man.
Oh,
My
man,
bad,
all
man.
right.
Hey.
Everybody
I
have a
can
good
hit the
night.
button anytime. Shit.
Thanks for riding with the YouTube streets. Peace.
Yes, sir. Peace.